In this video, I'll be going over how you can build your Fischl to be a S tier DPS damage support character in Genshin Impact. Coming right up. I'm gonna pick a random subscriber that commented and liked my last video here. Congrats, you just won $10. Fischl is probably one of the most free-to-play friendly characters in Genshin Impact. Fischl is purely a support character because of how her kit works. Her E puts a bird turret out and stays on the field even if you swap her out, making Fischl one of the best supports for the game. This allows you to do continuous damage to the monsters and make it easy for you to do elemental reactions as well. Fischl's Q ability turns you into Oz for a brief seconds, and you can control where the Oz goes, doing damage as you pass by enemies. This ability is nice because you can escape tough situations, and also you are spawning Oz again, making sure that the bird is out most of the time when you're in a fight. Oz do pretty good electro damage and attacks frequently, so it's going to be doing continuous electro damage. When you use your E and spawn Oz, you can see that E damage is pretty bursty, going upwards to 10,000 damage. This makes Fischl pretty unique, and the fact that she doesn't need to be out on the floor make her effective, which makes Fischl one of the best support DPS characters in Genshin Impact. Now, as for team composition for Fischl, Fischl mainly fits well with any characters in the game. Electro reactions are very valuable in Genshin Impact to do massive damage. Superconduct, Electro Charged, and Overloads are all very good reactions to abuse. Having 2 Electro in your team allows you to get more energy recharge, hence making your team use their burst ability more often, making your team do massive damage overall. If you main Razor, Lisa, or Cooking, Fischl can help get that burst back much quicker, making Fischl one of the best supports for your main Electro DPS characters. For Electro Charge reactions, Fischl can go very well with Child or Xingqiu. Fischl is probably one of the best support for Child. For Overload reactions, Fischl can go very well with Diluc and Xingling. As for Swirl reactions, Fischl is excellent for Sucrose and Venti, as Oz just do insane electro damage inside the swirl. And as for Superconduct, Fischl is excellent with any cryo character, making it easy to create reactions. The most overpowered fit with Fischl is with Albedo, because their E ability can be out on the floor doing damage without even using them. You can see how they kill absolutely everything without having them out on the floor. For this video example, I used 2-piece Nobody's Obliged set and 2-piece Gladiator set, getting that 20% extra elemental burst damage, and 2-piece Gladiator with the attack 18%. For the feather, I had the attack, crit damage, and crit rate elemental mastery on it. For the flower, I had HP, elemental mastery, crit damage, crit rate on it. For the hourglass, I had attack percent with crit rate and crit damage on it. For the cup, I had electro damage bonus with energy recharge, crit rate, crit damage, and attack on it. For the helm, I had crit damage with energy recharge and crit rate on it. Absolutely the best set for Fischl is going to be Thundering Fury, because you want to get electro damage bonus for the 2-piece, and you're looking to do a lot of elemental reactions with the bird, and so you want the 4-piece set, getting increased damage with the Overload, Electro Charge, and Superconduct by 40%. So this is going to be the best 4-piece set for Fischl. You can also go for Thunder Soother, because you want to get the increased damage by Electro by 35%. So if you're running 2 Electro, like if you have King or Razor and you're running Fischl, then Thunder Soother is going to be really good set to go. You can also go 4-piece Nobody's Obliged set, because with this 4-piece you can increase attack for all of your party members after you use the Q with Fischl. For this example video, I have 2 constellations for my Fischl. The first constellation is when Oz is not even out, and when Fischl's attacking, the Oz is going to do 20% additional attack as Fischl attacks the enemies. The second constellation is when you use the E ability. It's going to do additional 200% attack damage, and the AoE is increased by 50%. So the second constellation is pretty good to have. The fourth constellation is going to allow Fischl to do more damage when Fischl uses the Q ability, dealing 222% of attack as electro damage. And when Fischl uses the ability, it's going to regenerate 20% of her HP. So you can use the Q ability to escape and heal at the same time, or go into the battlefield and heal at the same time and doing more electro damage. The sixth constellation is when Oz become even more stable, being on the battlefield much more, and it's gonna do additional damage when Fischl attacks, and also it's going to mesh with your other characters, and Oz is going to attack doing 30% of damage with conjunction with all of your characters, which is going to be very good. For the talents for my Fischl here, I'm using Fischl for just her E ability and her Q ability, so I did not level her normal attacks. If you want to use Fischl as main DPS Fischl build, then normal attacks is the way to go. She's going to do pretty good decent amount of damage, and Oz attacks with her every time she attacks, so making her very viable for Fischl DPS Fischl. For this example in this video, I have E ability at level 8. And this ability is good because when she summons Oz, she's gonna do summon damage, which is pretty bursty, and Oz is gonna do pretty good decent amount of damage every time continuously. So the E ability is very nice, and this is where I emphasize my Fischl. The Q ability is going to do pretty bursty electro damage. Cooldown is only for 15 seconds, energy cost is 60, so you can really spam this ability, and this ability is going to allow Oz to be out on the floor more often. For the Stellar Predator, when Fischl attacks an opponent with a fully charged attack, Oz is going to do more damage. And for passive talent Undone by Die Simple Heck, whenever she does electro reactions with any of your characters, Oz is going to do extra damage equal to 80% of Fischl's attack. For the best weapons for Fischl, Ammon's Bow 5-star is going to be good because it's going to have attack, and as Fischl have attack scaling, it's going to do additional damage on her normal attack and her charge attack, hence it's going to increase Oz's attack as well. So Ammon's Bow is going to be a good option. Skyward Harp is also going to be a good option because it's going to have crit rate and it's going to increase crit damage, and it has pretty high base attack as well. For a physical damage build, Compound Bow is going to be a good option because it's going to have physical damage bonus. Black Cliff is also going to be a good option because it's going to have crit damage and increase attack as you kill enemies. The Iridescent Hunt is also going to be a good option because it has crit rate. Prototype Crescent is also going to be a good option because it has attack. The Rust is also going to be a good option because it's going to increase normal attack by insane amount of damage and has attack as the base stat. The Stringless is probably going to be the best option for support Fischl because it's going to have Elemental Mastery and it's going to increase Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst damage by 24%, making Fischl do an insane amount of Elemental Skill damage and Elemental Burst damage while having Elemental Mastery at the same time. The weapon I used in this showcase is the Stringless. It has Elemental Mastery, it's level 80 and refined rank 5. I did get very lucky having max refined Stringless here, and I found out in conclusion that this weapon is really good for support DPS Fischl. For the attributes, I have Elemental Mastery at 239, crit rate at 37.3%, crit damage at 151.8%, energy recharge at 122.7%, electro damage bonus at 46.6%. In case you missed my latest video, it should pop up here. Make sure to come check me out in live stream, and I'll be answering all of your questions, particularly in your individual needs. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.